Hey, it's Saturday, April the 11th, 2026. My name is Tom, and this is your Ready Corps Daily Brief. Today, it's one thing to talk about communications. It's another to prove it works when you need it. We'll get there in just a minute. First, let's get you the latest from the RISAT team and the Daily Sit Rep.
This is your AmCon Daily Sit Rep for April the 11th, 2026. Up first today, several state campouts are taking place this weekend. East Central Alabama is hosting its annual campout in Lafayette, open to all members with unlimited camping and RV hookups available on a first-come, first-served basis. At the same time, the Virginia State Campout is happening at Smith Mountain Lake State Park with tent camping, RV sites, and cabins. Meanwhile, Florida is holding its first annual state camping and fellowship event at Mike Rose Gold Head Branch State Park in Keystone Heights, offering RV and tent sites, though cabins are currently booked. In other news, mark your calendars for a composting workshop on April 15th in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. This free event from the Morgan County Preparedness Project will cover the basics of composting and different methods to promote sustainable practices. Registration is available online. Looking ahead, from April 17th to 19th, the Illinois State Camping event will be held at Mississippi Palisades State Park Campground in Savannah. This weekend event includes training sessions on GMRS radio, NVIS antenna essentials, first aid, and hiking. Now here is today's weather. Conditions are mild and stable across the country, with no severe weather warnings or alerts currently in effect. Expect comfortable spring temperatures, making for favorable conditions for outdoor activities and travel. Finally, the Florida Homestead and Prepping Summit is coming up April 25th and 26th at the St. Johns County Fairgrounds. This event, hosted by the Northeast Florida chapter, includes camping with hookups, shared meals, and a movie night under the stars. It aims to raise awareness of Ready Corps and promote community preparedness. That concludes today's briefing. Members can access the American Contingency Members-Only site to get the full report and more in-depth analysis of today's stories, along with practical preparedness tips, training opportunities, and resources to help you, your family, and your neighborhood stay crisis ready.
Jake stepped back into the driveway, phone in hand, and took a breath. He'd figured out what worked, where to stand, what to use, when to try. Now the question wasn't whether he could get a message through once, it was whether he could do it when it actually mattered. All week this week, we've been building toward one outcome, the ability to establish two-way communications with a designated contact. We started with failure, no signal, no plan, no certainty. Then we moved through attempts, adjustments, and finally a breakthrough. A message got through, a response came back. But today is where it becomes real, because preparedness isn't about knowing what to do. It's about proving you can do it under pressure. So let's put this into a scenario. It's late evening, the storm has passed, but the damage is still being assessed. Power is out across the area. Cell service is inconsistent. You don't know who else has been affected or how widespread the outage is. Your job is simple. Reach your designated contact and confirm that your family is okay. Not eventually, not when things improve. Do it now. What do you do first? Do you know who you're reaching out to? Do you know which method you'll try first and what your backup is? Do you know where you're in your environment you're most likely to get signal? And most importantly, how will you confirm that your message was actually received? This is where all the small steps from earlier in the week come together. You're not guessing anymore. You've already identified a contact. You've already tested methods. You've already seen what works under less than ideal conditions. Now you execute. You try your primary method. If it fails, you move on to your backup. You adjust your location. You wait. Then you try again. And if that message goes through, you don't assume success. You wait for confirmation. That is two-way communication. That is signal. And that's what separates prepared families from everyone else. Not better tools, but practiced capability. Because when the moment comes, you won't be figuring it out. You'll be doing what you've already proven works. And that's how you reach out when it counts. So today, run a full communications test with your designated contact as if the scenario were real. Attempt contact, confirm a response, and note what worked and what didn't, and what you would change. All right. Next week, we'll build on this foundation and look at how to maintain communication when your primary method fails completely. Thanks for listening to the Ready Corps Daily Brief. If you're already a member, be sure to check out today's resources on the Members Only platform. And if you're not a member yet, all it takes is one short trip to readycore.net to join the network and start building your resilience today. I'm Tom Rigsby. Stay alert, stay ready, and I'll talk to you again next time.